Hey everybody, what's happening? Sorry, prostate. I'm trying to get this sucker fired up. And I don't know if y'all can hear me. Everything says it's working on this end, but you know how that shit is. So we'll just go to the foyer where there's some rock and roll. There we go. Alright. Everything looks good now. What up, fam? Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna play some Blade Runner, Bad Lieutenant version. Um, I've done it to where I play this game. I've hit like I want to say 4 out of the 12 outcomes, and so I just want to change shit up and be a bad guy on this deal. So and then there's that. So I'm gonna say hey to Bishop out there. What's up? I salute you, sir, and ma'am. Hey, you know what? How shit is nowadays. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back with the restored content version and take it from there. Let's just go down here to the main, where the main is, where you can. You should be able to hear the music in the background. It's King Weed from France. I like it very much. I'm sounding like I'm some kind of mid to North European, yes. And that's how we go. That's how we do that shit around here. We hit restore content, and we see what happens. Hey, Scott, Mr. Scott, Man Squatch. All right. Starting anyway. I can't remember which one. Okay. So we'll just start over shit and do like Bad Lieutenant because I cannot remember what the hell is going on. Where I'm at in this game. So let's see, it's been a while, so I apologize for the weirdness. Game settings, make sure we're doing this version because I'm going to be bad boy. Got my own music.
Hey, pal. You find yourself fascinated.
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Alright, and load game. Resume game. Let's see where we're at. Alright, I want to start a medium. Buckle up, fam. We're going to do this damn thing.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humility.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
BR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3. Repeat, code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief, considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the 2nd sector.
BR 61661, report to division headquarters, code 3. Repeat, code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew.
Good
A year
old
and a half on the job,
Thunderbird.
it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen.
Kicking chicken.
Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Toenail poisoning.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, 'cause it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runsiter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runsiter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
Crystal.
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse, they never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no! There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runsiter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-road paid vacation.
You think she's
You
right?
can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
She's not smoking enough cigarettes. That voice ain't sexy enough. It's got to be a little more gravelly.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Horse chrome. Okay.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
I already checked for a crowbar or some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep. Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
Yeah, make sure you get a Demon Training t-shirt while they're hot, and a beautiful CREEMER shirt. Oh, Nightbot, thank you. I hate chilling myself, y'all.
Video screens were everywhere in this damn city. Sometimes I wondered if they were watching us.
I usually just change the channel, but to each his own.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
Big, scary, and absolutely malevolent.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
A candy bar.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
A toy dog.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
Shall I VK this dude? This creep? I think I'm gonna VK him anyway, just to fuck with him.
Here you are.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
A little touchy on that question there, right?
There's a test I'd like you to take.
No. I have a lot of cleaning up to do.
Tough
It
shot.
won't take too long. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Uptown. Your office already has my address.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
We all feel that way sometimes. It will pass.
For your anniversary, your spouse gives you a real goldfish.
I'd check Sydney's for the resale value. Goldfish depreciate quickly.
I wouldn't know.
Goldfish depreciate.
Like my briefcase?
It's very nice.
Department issue. Baby hide. 100% genuine human baby hide.
Good old baby.
You're
hide.
a sick man.
Yeah, but doctors make me jumpy, so sick I stay. You ready for the next one?
Let's get this over with.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand, when all of a sudden you look down and see a tortoise. It's crawling towards you. You reach down and flip the tortoise on its back.
I wouldn't do that. It might injure the animal.
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over. But it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping. Why is that?
You're disgusting.
Hey, I didn't...
I've always loved animals since I was a boy.
No one's saying otherwise. The test is supposed to provoke a reaction.
Can you even begin to understand what it's like to lose everything you've ever loved? All at once?
Must be rough.
Get out of here!
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
My precious one. She was my baby.
It was pretty fast.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance. What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault.
Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runsiter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
Find anything else out here?
This guy lives across the street. Says he heard a crash late last night. Looked out his window and saw a black sedan speeding away from the scene.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
Select
Sorry about that, y'all.
destination. Police station.
There we go. Nice.
31 Sector 3, LA.
This is 31 Sector 3. Go ahead.
31 Sector 3, 1179, possible 1144 in the Chinatown district. Vehicle versus pedestrian, 1020 is Yukon Street. Be advised, suspect vehicle has fled the scene.
LA 10-4, 31 Sector 3, responding code 3.
See,
All units stand by for emergency traffic. BOL, dark sedan, possible front end damage. Wanted for hit and run on a ped in Chinatown district. Last seen northbound on Yukon.
So that sounds like the car that he's looking for. So we don't know that yet. It's interesting. They set up this pedestrian thing and they never went anywhere with it.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. No clues transferred. Clue database transfer complete. Scanning video disk. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene.
This is White Tiger. That's how good they did it. Even the way they had to do the modeling and stuff, I can't remember what it's called, but they have to go like line by line, right? And that's how they 3D modeled everything. I don't know, man. It was way ahead of. They were just. They knew what they wanted to look like, and they were able to execute it with the technology they had at the time. It's still incredible. Still a great game. All right, so we need to find Lucy. All right, because we need to. She's part of this deal. You know that. I know that.
Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that. A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
I need to turn this music up a little bit, don't I? Let's see. Back out. Car. Well. There we go.
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that.
See, it sounds like the one in the pedestrian murder, right? That's what I said, man. Let me get that license plate. Come on. Oh, whatever. Let's see. I know it's on there, man. You gotta let us do its thing. Okay, whatever. Let's look at the shoe. That's right. We get the boot.
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. We're not gonna play that game on that long. Okay. All right. So go in here and well, shut. Let's go talk to this dude real quick. Say hey to him.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy, Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
First time through is always the toughest. Listen for the bell tone. That'll let you know when you're too slow reacting to a hot target.
Then what?
You can keep going, but your score's gonna suffer. And take it easy in there. Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was gonna requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
I don't know. We're not gonna go in there tonight.
Laboratory.
Meant to start it over. Sorry, y'all.
Animals, there were plenty of electric ones, no self-respecting human.
Sorry, we gotta fast forward to this.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it. Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for one dragged his right foot, the other appeared a lot more. Security camera. It'd be a banner day if it recorded anything before it was shot out.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent. Ruined. Totally ruined.
Sounds like a pedo, don't he, man?
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
I tell ya.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point, that.
Check out this music. It's fucking killer. Hours and hours of it. No singing.
I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
My precious one. She was my baby.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
So what's everybody up to tonight?
Here you are. All my animals.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Since I already VK'd and we know he's a human, so that never changes.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance. What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runseter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
Select destination. Police station.
Sector 3, LA.
This is 31 Sector 3, go ahead.
31 Sector 3, left.
Let's go ahead and see this guy first.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
Come back at me when you got something worthwhile, McCoy.
I thought I found horse chrome.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping...
Scanning video disc. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene.
You notice how the eyes are? That's a nod back to the movie. All replicants' eyes shine at some point where you can tell that the reps from the humans if you pay attention to the movie. Ridley Scott was real subtle with some of this shit.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that. A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene.
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that. Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. No clues transferred. Clue database transfer complete.
I think this game is
well,
like
if it
a
ain't
thousand
Ray
times
McCoy,
better with the music.
Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
First time through is always the toughest. Listen for the bell tone. That'll let you know when you're too slow reacting to a hot target.
Then what?
You can keep going, but your score's gonna suffer. And take it easy in there. Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Goozle was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Goozle can be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
Nice. But yeah, like I was saying, I think the music makes this game even better, man. What other games do I like, man? That's a good question, B-Token. I'm not a real gaming kind of guy, right? So I tend to like stuff like kind of, I guess, role-play type things. I like horror. I started, but I haven't finished something called Canarium, which is a Cthulhu-based. It's based on the Mountains of Madness by Lovecraft. I've still got it. I've got a bunch of stuff from Steam and shit. That Beholder. I was like, I couldn't figure out how to play that game.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy.
There he goes.
We got the animal corpses from Runcitus, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runcitor was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Animoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
They're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week. Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
VTOL's vertical takeoff and land, which means you can go up and down like a helicopter, right? So.
Roof.
Yeah. Let's get this damn thing going.
Select destination.
Yeah, I'm playing
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
Okay, I just want to, like, while we're here in the crowd, I wanted to tell you that I'm doing the Bad Lieutenant version of it. Bad Lieutenant was the first movie was of Harvey Keitel back in the '70s, and it's a really good movie about a corrupt cop, and but he thinks he's doing the good, right? And then there's the Nicolas Cage Bad Lieutenant in New Orleans, which is like doing acid and watching like a movie like turn into something about lizards and shit. I still don't understand it. I think Herzog directed it. Oh my God, fucked up. But that's that's kind of the connection I'm trying to make here tonight. So yeah, a little Herzog and a little Cage and a lot of Keitel.
Hey, big guy.
Busy. No time for talk.
McCoy, itazura suru na. You want something, you talk to me.
Sorry, Howie.
Got to mix more out back.
McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. Want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a book.
He's got a book, people.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
How we leave? All right, shit. Well, I'm gonna go back. Well, hold on.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zuben? Just months. Superior chef makes all kinds of new sushi.
Heard there was an accident down here. A hit and run.
Ha! There are more accidents than Suido no Nezumi, Suwa rats.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all gaijin look like the old man.
Gaijin. Is that a racist term? Gaijin? You tell me. Smart people.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Howie favor? Distribute all through our police station?
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Where's the cursor?
He was just an old bum. Not Howie's cook, and certainly not a replicant. I'd screwed up, plain and simple. If I was going to get clear of this, I needed to tell Guza, and the sooner the better. He was just an old bum. Not Howie's cook, and certainly not a replicant. I'd screwed up, plain and simple. If I was going to get clear of this, I needed to tell Guza, and the sooner the better.
That's not the bomb, dude. Told you, bad lieutenant, man.
Locked.
Oh, I missed Zubin. Okay.
He was just an old bum. Not Howie's cook, and certainly not a replicant. I'd screwed up, plain and simple. If I was going to get clear of this, I needed to tell Guza, and the sooner the better. I knew what I was doing wasn't right, but I didn't have time to answer questions back at the station.
Yes.
Besides, specials vanished every day in this city, and no one ever missed them.
Now a bad boy. Love it. All right. Fuck him. Nobody's gonna miss him. He's a nobody. Wino piece of shit.
Keeping out of trouble, Howie?
You bet, McCoy. Some joker you are.
Select destination. Your apartment.
Okay. So we got a little bit of a different path. All right. And where is he? He's gonna kill me, man. There's Guza. Edward James Olmos character.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Your floor number, please.
Roof.
Uh-oh.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Like in 2049, the guy that Dave Bautista plays, He's like a real like a real just big chunky like lunkhead looking dude, but he's very sensitive and reading and shit. And I'm supposed to have a message on my phone.
No messages. I'm in demand.
Well, I'm supposed to have a... Alright, let's go to sleep and see what
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say...
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the true life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance, they're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package, man.
No! No, please, don't!
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right, but we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runseter deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Maggie, come here, girl.
Your floor number, please.
Roof.
Select destination.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grub test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Alright, so there's no brochure for a entertainment model, the comedian, so he's not a replicant. And that's just for later note
Jesus.
taking. Uh-oh.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Nice.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him. Disgusting. A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Any idea if they were real dogs?
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Eisenduller had used his dog's name as a password. The Tyrell brass wouldn't be too happy if they knew I was snagging a copy of their files, but someone had wanted them bad enough to kill Eisenduller, so I figured they must be worth having.
Lagging behind again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that. You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisenduller's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
You friendly with Eisenduller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisenduller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security is tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisenduller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Select destination. Anemoid Row. Runsitter's Animal Shop, Chinatown. Tyrell Pyramid. Your apartment. Police station. Anemoid Row. Your apartment.
No, I need to go to the precinct. I'm thinking about it.
Select destination.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Tyrell Grab Test Lab.
You got a deal, dude.
A bomb. Give me a hard copy of that. The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. New clues added to personal database. Please check Kaya.
You know this.
Most of it.
Howie.
There's not. She came to.
Wanna tie?
Scratch.
About 30 counts of animal murder.
Judging from the.
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car. The angle of impact was almost. Most of them were.
Kingston Kid. How long is that?
Describe. This is crystal steel.
Judging from the.
I checked.
The earring.
I already.
The dog.
30.
The death.
This woman's.
This is Chris.
Howie Lee. The earring. Someone.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags, and you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no? Recording off. Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his. A slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail. Can I see my attorney?
Let me ask you a question. Who the hell bankrolls your operation?
Well, we have a number of anonymous donors.
Such as?
So anonymous even, I don't know who they are. People with resources.
Bravo, Spencer. You've done your civic duty for the day.
Alright, so that's the shit that we don't know about.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Select destination. Anemoid Row.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
She.
Might I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks.
Danger noodles for sale.
You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
I need to ask you...
Certainly the LPD must have better things to do than to question a humble merchant over and over again about the same things. Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
Bob?
He owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, noble one, insane. He takes peculiar pleasure in agitating all the vendors around here. I cannot even go out for a Shisco without worrying whether Bob is going to sabotage my
Ramen.
snakes.
I agree. Learn about Bob.
This your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera, dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenteous money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then, you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
Ha, you take care, chasing the dragon. Careful, senor. You're poison.
Scorpions?
See? Finest quality. Perhaps you purchased one?
I don't think so. They're beautiful, though. Never seen one before.
Oh, that'd be too, senor.
Had a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
One time I shot Bob.
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh? How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that.
Hey, Wiki.
He's the best in the business.
He'll be back on the job soon. I hear you've been waving guns around on Anemoid Row.
Who's been telling you that crap? That lying Egyptian snake oil salesman?
Hassan?
That's the one. I should have popped him when I had the chance. You want to know what really happened? I wanted to get my daughter a present for her birthday, right? I bought an iguana from that crook Hassan. And the damn thing ran out of juice just 2 days after I plucked down a shitload of Chinyan. Son of a bitch wouldn't give me a refund. So I threatened to burn down his shop.
Sometimes you just gotta be philosophical about these things.
That's exactly what my wife says. I heard of you.
Is that right?
You ain't done much.
I just got assigned.
Guys like you get hurt real easy.
Meaning what, exactly?
It ain't like you're a real Blade Runner. Not like Steel or Gaff.
I get hurt sometimes, too. It's a dangerous business. You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police-issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got the Chinyan for it.
Okay, let's have it. How'd you feel about taking a little test?
You mean the Voight comp? You come into my shop and you want to VK me?
Relax, I just...
It's funny. You thinking I'm a rep. Set up the test. We'll see what's what around here.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Just relax. You're 7 years old. You managed to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
Thank you.
Good for him.
Like my briefcase? Department issue. Baby hide. 100% genuine human baby hide.
That's supposed to scare me?
Not scare, just shock. Provoke a reaction.
I heard worse in the wars. Hell, I done worse.
Should I kill Bob, y'all?
You're having dinner at a friend's home. Halfway through the appetizer, he tells you that you've been eating goose liver pate.
I beat the crap out of him.
You're on a farm. You get into the pen to feed the pigs. In their excitement, the animals knock you down into the mud. Using a butcher knife, you slit the throat of the nearest sow. You're covered in blood as you stumble to your feet.
Now why the hell would I do something like that?
You tell me.
No way. I served my time. I've opened men up from belly to throat. But butchering animals? This test ain't right.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints.
I'm not much for art.
A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd burn it. Burn the whole damn place to the ground.
You're watching an old movie. It shows a banquet in progress. The guests are enjoying raw oysters. The entree consists of boiled dog.
Damn. You know, I'm getting to be an old man, and I ain't gonna tell you I've never eaten meat. But even back when I was a kid, that would have made most people sick. I'd stop watching the movie.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
Yeah, I remember that. Bitch.
Bitch.
What do you think it's like to be a replicant?
Scary.
Really?
Hey, if every right-thinking citizen was out to waste my ass, yeah, I'd be scared.
You've been kidnapped. Your captors tell you that you'd better think about what you did to deserve this.
No, they'd better think about what they did to deserve it. Because they'll slip, and I'll be ready.
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
I'd kick the crap out of the sicko.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
So that's it?
Yeah?
Since you didn't shoot me, I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I think about skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their heads. Maybe that's what the deal is. Hey, put that away.
I'm gonna put something away, but it ain't gonna be my gun. I'd crossed the line. Bob was a psychopath, but I was almost sure he wasn't a replicant. I didn't have a lot of time and my options were pretty lousy. Stay and face the music, or take off and hope I didn't get caught.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisenduller at the Tyrell building?
Eisenduller. Oh, Eisenduller, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
That is Bob Marley on the back wall there.
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
One good one.
There's a clock I always set. 2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Ezo.
Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
CARS. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a chomagi.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, Detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved with such an organization. I actually cared. But now, all I care about is my business. I am nothing but a humble salesman. Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this? I am not about to have all my hard work obliterated just because you stumbled into my shop, Detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
You blew your retirement loot this time, Slim.
Thanks, Crystal.
What are you doing here?
Tracking this piece of shit. What are you doing here besides putting your nuts on the chopping block?
Investigating Ezo. Maybe we should compare notes.
Maybe you should find another line of work. Just in case I'm not around to bail you out next time. I'll wait for the uniforms. Why don't you grab yourself a slice of quiche or something? And pick up a bottle of scotch for the real Blade Runner, will ya? Just kidding, Slim.
Indeed.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city. I was fresh out of Leeds. Poking around Hawker's Circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing to connect this Ezo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And the subcontractors down on DNA Row didn't have Tyrell security to protect them.
Select destination. Police station.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guzza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
That weapons shipment just came in. You got the paperwork handy?
Why? You got a pressing need to rummage through my private files?
Yeah, I forgot you were keeping your lacy underthings in there. Look, Jack, I just want to see what they're charging for a crate of rifles these days.
Too damn much if you ask me, especially at the rate the assault teams are losing them. I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Hawker's Circle.
Alright, this is the one with Deckard in the background. You either see Deckard or the blonde chick. Come on.
A strange scale. Give me a hard copy of that.
Duh. Alrighty, and
China Bar.
Interesting. Give me a hard copy of that. That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. No clues transferred. Clue database transfer complete.
Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
don't remember where You'll never have Bob to worry about again.
See? Eine Sup.
Positive result. Subject is human.
Ruh-roh.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-ish.
Cool. Where do we go now?
Laboratory.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, shit.
Ground floor.
Gotta see if Goose is here. Should I tell him about the murder or what? There he is. Should I tell him? Ah, shit. Should I?
Lieutenant, I shot a guy down in Chinatown.
You what? Damn it, what are you telling me? I don't need this, not today.
Hey, I'm trying to do the right thing here. I could have left the guy to rot.
You're gonna owe me on this one, McCoy. Big time. I'm gonna have to call in some favors. So they're calling it a justified shooting?
I kind of thought they might.
That doesn't mean your ass is out of the fire with me, McCoy. You may have put one over on internal affairs, but you and I both know the real Skinny.
That's right.
Is that right?
Bad lieutenant, motherfucker. Hold
you
on.
can't just go around waxing civilians. Look, McCoy, I know how it is on the street. It's easy for a Blade Runner to step over the line. You do this job right, you got a long career ahead of you. But you screw up again.
I can handle it.
You better. Get lost. We both got work to do.
It's the first time I've heard this one.
Keeping out of trouble, kid?
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
Tyrell? What the hell for?
One of his employees got his brains splattered inside the pyramid. I thought maybe Tyrell could fill in some blanks.
Anyone else in that whole company who knows anything?
You and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant. Can the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Hey, I'd love to be your own personal ATM, but the department's strapped right now. We're still paying Holden even though he's in the hospital. And one of the old-timers is freelancing a contract job. The city can't be paying for your cocktails, kid.
Okay, sorry I asked.
Hey, you track down a rep, you get an advance.
Gee, wish I'd thought of that.
Indeed. Alright, so the dead bomb is now we're gonna pretend like Bob never happened.
Roof.
Alright, let's see, what are we doing now? Is this time to save the game?
Select destination.
Alright, let's see. Hold on a second. I guess I have to do it outside the line.
DNA row.
If there's one thing that gives me the creeps, it's dealing with those freaks on DNA Row. Every one of those genetic design subcons was a borderline schizoid case, exposed to too many chemicals, Radiation or God knows what. It was the price they paid for taking rep technology into the future. Or maybe it was just desserts.
What's going on? Who did this?
Help me, sir. Please, help me. It is going to blow. Run! Run!
Hold on. An ambulance will be coming.
You must warn the twins.
Hey, Becca.
Up there. Up the stairs.
The twins? Did they do this?
No. Tall man with dreadlocks. The bomber. And another with beard. Piercing eyes.
What did they want?
The DNA information. God forgive me. I told them about the twins.
Don't shoot. McCoy, Rep Detect, BR 61661.
What do you know about this?
Got a dead man here. Victim of an explosion. His name was Miraji. He was able to give me a description of the two perps just before he bought the farm.
Yeah? They skin jobs? Or you just in the right place at the wrong time?
I'm practically waxing their tails, officer. I'm that close. But I don't have a lot of time. You mind,
mopping up here? Just do me a favor and kick some rep ass, okay? It's high time someone got them illegals off the street.
Appreciate it.
This is 32 Sector 3 reporting a homicide, possible act of terrorism.
Not good time now. Come back later. 你個細蚊仔喺邊度啊？你喺呢度啦，咪快啲嚟呢度啦。咁靚仔啊！你個 iris 呢真係大啦。
This the GOG version is what I'm playing. It's I don't know, man. It was worth the. I think I paid $4.99 for it though. It was definitely worth it though. I haven't played this game all day long. Let's go. Okay, hold on a second.
Excuse me.
Deliveries to Rare.
LPD, I got a couple of questions.
Talk, always talk. You wait. You no take up time. Busy.
Marcus Eisendaler is dead.
Okay, we talk. Quick, come. What you want?
Alright, something about, the GOG version. Alright, so they've got this version that's got stuff that was lost and that wasn't put in the final game. So there's extra footage and stuff. So there's a version you can download, but it's not that. And I've seen these cool little cutscenes with Rachel in the elevator and stuff. I'm playing it different today. I'm playing as Bad Lieutenant because I'm having fun. I'm having fun being a bad guy, being a bad cop, doing the good things for the bad reasons, or doing the bad things for the good reasons. I don't know. You tell me.
You were close to
Eisendaler? No time for him. No go to lab. $1,000 test off-world gravity to work important organs. Visual center, you see?
Marcus is dead.
You work hard all night, all day, no stop, no break, no OT.
Did you hear me?
Of course I hear you. You think I'm deaf? Your time more important, huh? $1,000 dead. Miraji may be dead. You out chasing skirts?
Miraji?
You eat supper with Miraji every night, no fail. Sometimes Chinese, sometimes Indian, sometimes home cooked. Sometimes we go up and eat with twins.
Miraji didn't show. Did you call him?
Call. I knocked. 10 minutes ago. Door locked. No answer. Where you come from, huh?
What?
Nothing.
I recognized the logo on the envelope. It was definitely Runsitter's animal sales, but I didn't expect to find hundreds of chinion inside. I didn't know what it was for, but I'd bet the farm it wasn't on Runsitter's books.
That's Rebecca.
Hello, Luther. Hello, Lance. You have no new messages and one saved voice-only message. Would you like to hear the saved message again?
Absolutely.
Hello, it's J.F. Sebastian. I hope you guys are all right. I tried to talk to Dr. Terrell about your reinstatement, reemployment, but I haven't been able to get through to him yet. He's kinda angry, and you know what a cool customer he is. I don't know what happened between you guys, but I'm still trying. If you want to get together, I'm still at the Bradbury. I'll be here all night.
Message saved automatically. To delete, please state your deletion security number.
Not right now. Thanks.
The pleasure's all ours at Sino Bell.
It's Sino Bell, China. It's a fusion of Asian and Western culture. Chinian, Chinese yen.
What you want? I'm busy.
Listen to me.
Busy. You not delivery man. You go away. Distraction all day long. Never stop. Loud noises on the street. Beep, beep, bong, bong, bong. Always make me rub eyes.
That'd be Dermo design burning to the ground.
Oh? What of Marathi?
He didn't make it.
You leave now, okay? Very busy. Must work.
That actor's good, man. Because you can hear that he's definitely shaken by the knowledge of Miraji.
Miraji's some kind of DNA designer?
Yeah, subcontractor like me. He funny though, like old
That's the guy.
movies.
Wikipedia.
Miraji Master Chef.
Same actor.
Twins go crazy.
He was in the movie. Played J.F. Sebastian. We're gonna go to J.F.'s place in a minute.
What's Sebastian been up to lately?
Sebastian? He do what always do, nervous system. Very important to Dr. Terrell.
Where do I find him?
He had old building down the alley. Bradbury Hotel, I think. You walk down the alley, you find it.
You mentioned twins.
Yes. Luther and Lance, Siamese twins, live about Miraji.
They're genetic designers?
Were. Till last month. Got the boot, shit can.
From who?
Big boss, who else? And if I didn't tell her, you go ask them. I waste no more time. You think I nose around everybody's business, huh?
Hey, Philip. Just hanging out. Playing the bad lieutenant. Bad boy.
Welcome home, Jeff.
See the shadow? Yeah, you see that? That's Lucy. Got to get on the roof. Look at that hole in the floor. Holy shit, how do we do that? I'm gonna knock this out, that's what. Ow! Ow! What the wow, that looks weird. Ow!
That'll do, Sadiq.
Stop it, dude.
Enough!
Oh, you think he found us, man?
One of the design subcons must have talked. Unstable personalities, to say the least.
Told you we should have blown up the old block.
It would have created problems down the line.
We got problem now, man.
This one? He's not a problem. He's an opportunity.
An opportunity.
You're weak, my friend. I expected so much more from you.
I'm thinking our brother not hearing too good.
Oh, he hears us. Isn't that right, McCoy?
You ready to give up fruitless nightmare, man? Come back to family?
He doesn't have a choice. He never did.
Let me kill him, man.
No.
We got no time to be patient. Your woman, she be getting sick.
I promise you, she'll not die here on Earth.
I promise somebody will.
Believe me, he's the least of our problems.
Really, dude?
You're talking crazy. The hunter be dangerous.
A fool sees not the same tree a wise man sees.
I'm no fool, man.
You must have a little faith, my friend. Without contraries, there's no progression.
How can you trust any of their kind?
We have been manipulated by them, correct? Now they're going to see exactly what lies on the other side of the horizon.
And this is a dream McCoy's having while he's knocked out.
Catch me if you can!
How long have I been here, Lucy?
How do you know my name?
I saw your things at Runsiter's. Did you feel bad when they killed those animals?
They were so pretty and sweet. I hoped Father wouldn't do it. But Mr. Runsiter deserved retribution. That's what Father said.
Why?
'Cause he treated me bad. Like I belonged to him.
I'm sorry.
Are you really the hunter? Like Father says?
It's my job.
Why? What do you have against us?
Nothing. It's just the law.
Would you hurt me?
I promise you I won't.
Father will be back soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill her. I mean, are these moths fabricated or are they real? That's the question there. There's a couple of shots with these with moths flying around light, and it's like, well, okay, the animals exist or not? It's like, doesn't make sense. So, being picky.
Strange.
Strange. Where is that?
Hysteria Hall was an arcade down near Nightclub Row.
Bong. You see the bong, people. It's old school. It's the kind of bongs that we used to have back in the day. Plastic. There's some cheese.
It felt and smelled like real cheese. Dairy products were choice contraband, scarce and mucho expensive. Selling them was a Class A felony.
Yeah, you like the chair hop, man? Yeah, apparently there is weed, replicant weed in the future, huh? Because they smoking they got the bong there. All right, so I've got everything I should get from here.
You let them in my room?
They had a warrant, mister. What was I supposed to do?
They took my pictures.
Couldn't stop them.
It's Leon from the movie.
You think I'm easy to stop? Who the hell are you?
McCoy, LPD.
LPD, huh? Maybe you guys can return something to me.
How do you know we got it?
One of your own. Invaded my property. Bad haircut. Stupid coat. The other guy.
What other guy?
Don't play dumb.
What about him?
Nothing. I just thought you were gonna arrest me, that's all.
I don't care about your little run-in with the manager, okay? I'm looking for a couple of replicants.
Can't help you there, friend.
Maybe the clerk can tell me who was renting that room back there. Why were you hassling him?
He let these creeps in my room. I'm a very private person.
What do they got against you?
Nothing, friend. I ain't done nothing.
We're all innocents, aren't we?
Damn straight. And I don't like people asking questions either.
Just help me out here a little more. You seen a big Rasta guy around here? Or a guy with a beard and dark eyes?
A Rasta? What's that?
He's got dreadlocks. Talks with an accent.
Oh. No, I ain't seen no one like that. Look, my mother's waiting for me. You stick around. Maybe the manager will come back.
I didn't know who was working this side of the pool, but whoever it was, they'd been pretty thorough going through the joint. I doubted if there was anything I could find that hadn't already been snagged and bagged.
It's Holden's badge.
Nothing. Nothing.
Alright, let's get out of here. Leaving the Yukon. Oh, look. Well, this looks like the car we've been looking for.
The car looked a lot like the one I'd been tracking. The driver had been smart enough to pull the license plate, but the vehicle identification number was still there. If I ran it through the mainframe back at the station, I could ID the owner.
That penis smile, huh?
The wrapper was from a vendor I knew. Best liking dogs in the 4th sector. That wasn't saying a whole lot, but with an arcade next door and a dozen nightclubs down the street, Mia and Murray's stand saw more action in a night than my spinster aunt saw all last century.
Select destination. Tyrell Pyramid.
Beautiful, isn't it?
The owl or the view?
Both.
The view's amazing. The owl, well, artificial things never did that much for me.
It's a flawless replica. We used a real one as a model.
Owls are extinct. Who told you the model was real?
Dr. Tyrell?
He's wrong, or lying. Check your Sydneys.
Eldon wouldn't make up something like that.
Check your Sydneys.
You're Tyrell's assistant?
Yes, I'm Rachel. Dr. Tyrell is very busy. I'm fully familiar with all Tyrell operations.
He does know I'm a cop, right? Blade Runner unit?
Dr. Tyrell has already met with one Blade Runner today and has important business to attend to. Your department should coordinate its efforts better.
Yeah, but...
You may speak to me or you may leave. I can't offer you any other choices.
Fair enough. I wanted to ask about Marcus Eisenduller.
I can't tell you who killed him if that's what you're asking.
We've already got a suspect. What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Your suspect is obviously a replicant, a very dangerous one.
I thought replicants were safe, more human than human. Isn't Dr. Tyrell pushing to make it legal to use rep labor to clean up the kipple?
Are we here to discuss corporate policy or Marcus Eisenduller's murder?
A little of both. You heard about the moon bus hijacking? Yeah, I guess you would have. 50 people dead.
You can't blame...
I'm surprised you aren't out doing spin control. The public gets nervous when your pets wander around the city without a leash.
Replicants aren't pets.
Right. Pets live longer and don't go around killing people.
There are safeguards in the design.
Yeah, I've seen the data. Implanted memories, a 4-year lifespan. I'd probably get a little crazy too, but I don't think I'd start killing people.
Wouldn't you?
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past. I've given it the purity and innocence of childhood. And all the joy and despair that comes with a real existence. That's hardly a death sentence. That's life.
That's cruel.
I thought you weren't meeting with any more Blade Runners today.
Well, I decided to make an exception. Mr. McCoy, isn't it? You do understand the need for the Nexus 6 to have an identity.
Not really. No. I do see why a replicant who has an identity would want to steal Eisenduller's files.
Please, enlighten me.
They want more life.
They're wasting their time.
They're gonna come for you, just like they came for Eisenduller.
I have nothing to fear from any of my children. I'd tell them all exactly what I told you. Have I given you what you came here for?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Then if you'll excuse me, I have a stockholder meeting to attend.
Hello, it's Jay.
Of course I hear you.
I recognize the logo. Holden's back.
No.
What I want to know is... My ribs...
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past.
Select destination. Your apartment. Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Sorry about that, y'all. I figured we'd take Deckard, send him to the bathroom, and I went too. So
I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath. My wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told my wrath. My wrath did grow.
Erase and reset.
I forgot to get one. Hold on. We gotta split. We gotta go. Gotta go back to Animoid Row and talk with the lady anyway. So yeah. Kill two birds with one stone, man.
Your floor number, please.
Going to the roof, fam. Hey, Bubonic. That's right. Bad Lieutenant. I've already wasted 2 humans and a skin job. So. Blood for the blood god, yes?
Select destination.
Oh, let's share. We need to go to Animoid Row.
Animoid Row.
Hey, Bubonic.
You got any discs from that camera?
I just serve drinks, pal. But if you're gonna sit there until I cough it up, well,
hey,
here
go,
it
man.
is.
Kill her. All right. Now we talk to the old lady and look at more pictures. Whoops. IRATE.
Any luck finding more of that dragonfly jewelry?
Ah, see, I was right. Piece you showed me was part of a collection.
Thanks, I'd have
Bought
bought
for a
it.
nightclub in 4th sector.
You know the name of the nightclub owner?
No, senor. But my friend, he says the man is not selling.
Thanks for your help. How's business?
Good, very good. Holidays coming soon. Everyone wants insects.
Yeah, I can't imagine a better stocking stuffer.
Nice one.
Ow! Damn it.
Oh no! I warned you, senor. You will surely die. But you're still standing. The poison, it acts very quickly.
I ain't feeling so good.
If you're not dead already, you will live.
I can ask you a question.
Perhaps you should ask someone else.
Indeed. So that's the first clue that you're actually a for real, like, rep. Right, yeah. I could, man.
Select destination.
All right. Now,
Police station.
that's right. Here we go.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. China bar.
Ezo, who Crystal killed. Okay.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
I don't know, man. It's just a weird kind of looking dude. It didn't fit the vibe for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? And that's Guza. There we go.
Guza? Give me a hard copy of
That's
that.
right, Guza. Of all people. Guza's dirty. Of course he is, man. This is noir.
Moon bus.
Nobody's innocent here. We're all guilty of something.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that. Give me a hard copy of that. That's damn strange. Give me a hard copy of that. That can't be me. Give me a hard copy of that.
Uploading personal clue database.
The mainframe confirmed what I'd already guessed. The car from Chinatown was the same vehicle that had smacked the hydrant at Runsitter's. The car was registered to a woman named Dektora. She'd bought it from a used car lot in the 4th sector. I ran the name through records and came up empty. The used car lot checked out clean too, but maybe the owner could tell me something. The car was registered to a woman named Dektora. She'd bought it from a used car lot in the 4th sector. I ran the name through records and came up empty. The used car lot checked out clean too, but maybe the owner could tell me something.
Yeah, Dektora.
That guy sure gets around.
Dektora is, alright, so we're kind of going the Dektora route instead of the Lucy route, thank God. Oh, it feels kind of weird. Indeed, Wiki.
That can't be me.
Select destination. DNA Row, Bradbury Building, Chinatown, Runsitter's Animal Shop, Hysteria Hall, Nightclub Row, Hysteria Hall.
Where the old lady said,
It was the trickster. He said Pat doesn't have a mink coat. She's got a good Republican.
You guys still battling it out?
That's what keeps her marriage alive and kicking, Ray. What can we do you for?
The works.
Coming right up. You know anything about politics, Ray? Famous quotes, things like that?
I try not to.
How about the Checker speech?
Never heard of it.
Hoover's Checker speech.
Nixon's Checker speech.
You're forgetting a lot, your old age.
Right behind you, lady.
I found this wrapper.
Yeah, that's from one of our dogs.
You ever seen this girl around here? Maybe in the arcade?
Oh, yes! I saw her come out of the arcade yesterday.
No, it was the day before.
Maybe you saw her both days.
No, I'm positive. It was yesterday.
You're positively wrong. It was 2 days ago, sure as God made little green apples.
You're getting Alzheimer's, sweetie.
Okay, just forget it. You know where I could score some cheese? Like this stuff?
Boy, don't flash that around here.
He's the police, sweetie.
Besides, the kids today just as soon twist a knife in your backside as to ask Virginian for the tram home. Show that cheese around here, you become a marked man.
Who sells it?
No, we aren't asking for any trouble, Ray.
I'm not working bunco, I just want some information.
That nutty broad who runs Kingston Kitchen. She's always bragging about her special ingredient.
That stew she makes, it always did taste a little gamey.
And she charges an arm and leg for it, too.
Be good, you two. I've been looking for you.
Please, leave me alone. Father told me to watch out for you.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Have you always lived on Terra?
Yes.
Father told me he thought Terra would be so special and beautiful. Birds and flowers and trees and blue water. But it's not like that at all. I don't remember it ever being like that.
Can you take me to your father?
I don't think he'd like that. I don't know where he is, anyway.
Why'd they kill Runsitter's animals?
I didn't want them to. But Father, he was so angry. And Sadiq said Mr. Runsiter deserved it for treating me that way. It's so funny. I'm worth less than those animals. I guess I should hate them, but I don't.
So, all the animals were real?
Mr. Runsiter also used to buy some of the others.
Artificial.
He used to tell me that he was protected, that they came from somebody close to the source.
Who else was there that night?
Father and Uncle Zubin.
There's another hunter after your family.
We know. The woman who smokes.
You've got to get out of here.
You're a good man.
Don't jump to any conclusions.
You're gentle. Father used to be like that too. He would read to me and tell me stories. Pretty stories, so I would have pretty dreams.
He doesn't do that anymore?
He's out with Sadiq every night. And he and Mother, they argue about what we're going to do. He's worried about her. She hasn't been well lately.
That must be tough on you.
I've seen death before. But the other day, I was thinking, if a person could feel love, real love, for even just one day, I think it would all be worth it.
I agree.
Out in a place with trees and a lake and flowers. I've seen places like that in books.
You'll see them with your own eyes one day.
You're not the hunter anymore?
Go, quickly.
Thank you.
It's a killer, I kid you not. Only 35 thou. Yeah, red, orange, blue, puke green, any color you want. Just give me 24 to hose the graffiti off. Just kidding. Ask for the man, Crazy Legs Larry, Toodaloo. Admiring that bishy cat, ain't you? I don't blame you. It's a classic ride in a deluxe sport package. It'll push 125 without so much as a shake. Of course, you gotta find the road for it.
That's always the problem.
Crazy Legs, Larry Hirsch. Pleased to meet you.
Ray McCoy.
You can call me Crazy, you can call me Larry, you can even call me Crazy Legs Larry. But don't call me if you don't think a hot set of wheels ain't necessary.
Okay.
The Bishi's exceptional. Mechanical is Pacific Rim flawless, as usual. But they also save some of the classic styling of the old GM days.
Looks like a piece of work.
Forget those fibroplast Filipino heaps everyone's driving around. This is real. Just feast your eyes on this. You see it? You see it? That's actual chrome, the real stuff. They saved a couple hundred sheets of Tijuana chrome from before the war.
That
It's
Tijuana
completely legal
chrome.
and everything.
That's
Beautiful,
right.
isn't it?
I smoked some of
I
that
don't think
once.
I've ever seen it before.
And you probably won't ever see it again unless you steal this puppy. And honestly, no. Frankly, I gotta tell you, it's got your name written all over it. Ray McCovey.
McCoy.
Give it, take a couple letters.
I'll have to think about it.
But don't think too long or too hard about it, Roy. It's liable to be gonzo by the time you come back.
Gotcha. How about this girl? She look familiar?
You kidding? She ain't old enough to drive.
You've never seen her?
She looks kind of familiar.
Think real hard.
Maybe you should try that arcade next door. She looks like the kind of girl you see there all the time.
I'll do that. You sell a black sedan a few days ago?
Black sedan? Hey, I got standards. If it ain't sporty, I got no
He
room
always
for
was.
it.
I've seen the registration. I know a woman bought it from you.
Oh, that sedan. Hey, look, a sexy blonde wants to pay top dollar for the ugliest car in the place. Who am I to say no?
Did you know who she was?
No, but I'd like to know her in the biblical sense, if you catch what I'm saying. Look, Ray, it ain't a crime for me to make a living.
They ain't.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
Alright. Oh my God. Yeah, it's like white noise going through a flanger. Now we're going to the... It was. It was like all that for nothing. It was like, what the fuck? I hear you. All right. Whoa. Why can't I get in my car? There we go. Let me get in my spinner, y'all.
Select destination.
Let's go ahead and go over here. We're going to nightclub row.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from How He Leaves. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard of me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
That's right.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience. You know the chef at Howie's?
That big flabby guy? Never seen him before.
You were hanging around right when he took off.
Pure coincidence. You are one hell of a suspicious cat, McCoy. Kick back, relax, watch my show. Take a little break from your boring existence.
It's got that lighter.
Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight? What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house. You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. The doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is you only got 24 hours to live. The patient says, what could be worse than that? The doctor says, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. He can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
Is that just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Yeah.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often. Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot.
He went down too easy. Just one shot. I got the cold cut boys down here, and they performed the bone marrow on him.
I just That's great. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. What was the most recent one? Auto save of Act 3. I gotta do it all over again. That was fun. Uh-oh. In other words, I got busted, man. Oh, Lord. I should have saved it. It is what it is, y'all. Having fun. Just bouncing on the floor, you know. Clickety click, 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 click. Go on the radiator over there. Yeah, right on, goat man, right? And all right, now we're gonna get this shit.
Strange.
Oh shit.
Hysteria Hall was an arcade down near Nightclub Row.
Oh Lord. Let's we kill Leon. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It felt and smelled like real cheese. Dairy products were choice contraband, scarce and mucho expensive. Selling them was a Class A felony.
You let him in my room?
They had a warrant, mister. What was I supposed to do?
Put the hotel manager down nice and slow.
Who the hell are you?
McCoy, LPD.
LPD, huh? Maybe you guys can return something to me.
How do you know we got it?
One of your own. Invaded my property. Bad haircut. Stupid coat. The other guy.
What other guy?
Don't play dumb.
What about him?
Nothing. I just thought you were gonna arrest me, that's all.
I don't care about your little run-in with the manager, okay? I'm looking for a couple of replicants.
Can't help you there, friend.
Maybe the clerk can tell me who was renting that room back there. Why were you hassling him?
You let these creeps in my room. I'm a very private person.
What do they got against you?
Nothing, friend. I ain't done nothing.
We're all innocents, aren't we?
Damn straight. And I don't like people asking questions either.
Just help me out here a little more. You seen a big Rasta guy around here? Or a guy with a beard and dark eyes?
A Rasta? What's that?
He's got dreadlocks. Talks with an accent.
Oh. No, I ain't seen no one like that. Look, my mother's waiting for me. You stick around. Maybe the manager will come back.
See, I told you Gordo was a human, right? Because they,
I didn't know who was working this side of the pool, but whoever it was, they'd been pretty thorough going through the joint. I doubted if there was anything I could find that hadn't already been snagged and bagged. Nothing.
Hello, it's JF Sebastian.
Of course I hear you. You think I'm deaf?
I recognized the logo. Holden's badge.
No.
My ribs still hurt, and at least 2 teeth were loose. Sadiq was a tough customer, but he just didn't act like a rep. I got in at least 1 good shot, and he definitely felt it. A Nexus 6 wouldn't have even blinked. The car looked a lot like the one I'd been tracking. The driver had been smart enough to pull the license plate, but the vehicle identification number was still there. If I ran it through the mainframe back at the station, I could ID the owner. The wrapper was from a vendor I knew. Best Lycan dogs in the 4th sector. That wasn't saying a whole lot, but with an arcade next door and a dozen nightclubs down the street, Mia and Murray's stand saw more action in a night than my spinster aunt saw all last century.
Alright.
Select destination. Animaloid Row.
You got any discs from that camera?
I just serve drinks, pal. But if you're gonna sit there until I cough it up, well, here it is.
Any luck finding more of that dragonfly jewelry?
Ah, see, I was right. This you showed me was part of a collection, bought for a nightclub in 4th sector.
You know the name of the nightclub owner?
No, senor. But my friend, he says the man is not selling.
Thanks for your help.
Select destination.
Gotta look at some pictures, put some things together. I gotta figure out a different way to kill Gordo. I'm trying to leave a big body count.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Therefore, bad lieutenant, right? Has anybody in the chat seen the original Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel?
Scanning video disk. 1 enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. China bar.
Here, get EZO. Taking him, Fox.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Crystal killed this dude. Aired him out. He was a human. It's funny how Crystal could air a human out. It's alright. But we do it. It's like, it was a big deal. Boss just not into it, man.
Gooza? Give me a hard copy of that.
That's right. On this thing, make sure we got everything. Well, I'll be damned. We got 100 messages on this stream. Oh, God bless you all. I'm just saying, I totally get it.
Moon bus.
Make sure I got all this stuff here from here, and then I'll save.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay, Sadiq, right there. Man, you gotta admit this music's pretty fucking killer. Just saying, man. I'm in love with King Weed.
Give me a hard copy of that.
I gotta write them, man. It's all right. So, Mr. Goatman, the deal is in the future. This is after we've done like World War IV, and pretty much every living thing was wiped out, except humans. Okay. But there are like small amounts of animals and they can't breed them a lot, so they make a lot of replicant animals, right? And that's kind of the deal. The cheese and milk are a crime, I guess. It's because it's considered animals are exalted. I guess kind of like kind of PETA, kind of a vegan kind of way. I mean, people eat it, but it's very expensive. And it's she to spend lots of money on your pets and stuff. So now let's confuse Ray even a little bit more.
That can't be me. Give me a hard copy of that.
Yes, it can.
That's damn strange. Give me a hard copy of that.
I can't see the reflection. Every time I try to look at this, I'm supposed to be able to see something, and I swear to God I can't see it. I don't know. What do y'all think? Anyway, that's everything. Now we gotta find out about
Uploading personal clue database.
The mainframe confirmed what I'd already guessed. The car from Chinatown was the same vehicle that had smacked the hydrant at Runsiter's. The car was registered to a woman named Dektora. She'd bought it from a used car lot in the 4th sector. I ran the name through records and came up empty. The used car lot checked out clean too, but maybe the owner could tell me something.
Roof.
I'll play this for about another hour, y'all.
Select destination.
You did have to go there, and I appreciate that, Mr. Goatman.
Nightclub Row, Hysteria Hall.
I know what I'd do. she did say.
It was the trickster. He said Pat doesn't have a mink coat. She's got a good Republican cloth coat. That's all.
Select destination.
I know. That's exactly what I was referring to,
I'm
dude.
sorry, but I was there.
Well, if anything, you were all of 3 years old back then.
She had to get those last words in, didn't she? Alright, so we're going to save here. Okay, let's say bad lieutenant. And micro save at 7. Okay. Good God. You said a 7.2, 6.8, and 6.5. Were it 3 different storms? I mean, I'm confused. Lordy. Yeah. Just in time, Clinton Global Initiative to come in and save the day over there.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from Howie Leaves. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience. I didn't know Taffy was hiring your type.
You mean my type, as in talented, right? I had to fill in last minute for that snake woman.
Did you hear what happened to her?
She went on permanent vacation.
That's right. She was retired by a Blade Runner.
She was one of those skin jobs? Between you and me, I hear they're all over the place down here. Look, I'd love to jawbone with you all night, but I'm being paged for my set. Check it out.
I don't know why I'm supposed to get the lighter, but it's there to take, so I stole his lighter. Bad Lieutenant would steal the lighter, I think.
Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight?
Crazy.
What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house. You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. The doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is you only got 24 hours to live. The patient says,
"Hey, nobody.
What could be worse than that?" The doctor says, "I've been trying to reach you since yesterday." Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. He can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
That just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
Nice.
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? Aired her out.
What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often. Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot, that's cool. Come on, McCoy. Why don't you make me famous?
Get off it. You're no replicant.
How do you know? I could be a martyr for the cause, baby.
Every rep I've ever seen wants to live, not die, pal.
What are you, an expert?
I've been around. You may not be a rep, but you're a damn rep sympathizer for sure. Now we're gonna take a little ride downtown.
Yeah, and what? You'll put me on that Voight Kampf machine? My 15 minutes of fame, baby. It ain't as good as being gunned down in the street, but what the hell?
You keeping busy, pal?
Show's over, baby! And there ain't gonna be no encore!
He's not pissed off, is he?
Roof.
Alright, now I'm gonna go try to kill Lucy.
Select destination. Hysteria Hall.
I've been looking for you.
Please, leave me alone. Father told me to watch out for you.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Have you always lived on Terra?
Yes.
Father told me he thought Terra would be so special and beautiful. Birds and flowers and trees and blue water. But it's not like that at all. I don't remember it ever being like that.
Can you take me to your father?
I don't think he'd like that. I don't know where he is, anyway.
Why'd they kill Runsitter's animals?
I didn't want them to. But Father, he was so angry. And Sadiq said Mr. Runsitter deserved it for treating me that way. It's so funny. I'm worth less than those animals. I guess I should hate them, but I don't.
So, all the animals were real?
Mr. Runsitter also used to buy some of the others.
Artificial.
He used to tell me that he was protected, that they came from somebody close to the source.
Who else was there that night?
Father and Uncle Zubin.
Come with me. I've got a test I want you to take.
You guys still battling it out?
That's what keeps a marriage alive and kicking, Ray. What can we do you for?
The works.
Coming right up. You know anything about politics, Ray? Famous quotes, things like that?
I try not to.
How about the Checker speech?
Never heard of it.
Hoover's checker speech.
Nixon's Checker speech.
You're forgetting a lot, yo.
Right behind you, lady.
You ever seen this girl around here? Maybe in the arcade?
Oh, yes. I saw her come out of the arcade yesterday.
No, it was the day before.
Maybe you saw her both days.
No, I'm positive. It was yesterday.
You're positive?
You're getting all...
Okay, just forget it. I found this wrapper.
Yeah, that's from one of our dogs.
It's a killer, I kid you not. Only 35 thou. Yeah, red, orange, blue, puke green, any color you want. Just give me 24 to hose the graffiti off. Just kidding. Ask for the man, Crazy Legs Larry, Toodaloo. Admiring that bishy cat, ain't you? I don't blame you. It's a classic ride in a deluxe sport package. It'll push 125 without so much as a shake. Of course, you gotta find the road for it.
That's always the problem.
Crazy Legs, Larry Hirsch. Pleased to meet you.
Ray McCoy.
You can call me Crazy, you can call me Larry, you can even call me Crazy Legs Larry. But don't call me if you don't think a hot set of wheels ain't necessary.
Okay.
The Bishy's exceptional. Mechanical is Pacific Rim flawless, as usual. But they also save some of the classic styling of the old GM days.
Looks like a piece of work.
Forget those fibroplast Filipino heaps everyone's driving around. This is real. Just feast your eyes on this. You see it? You see it? That's actual chrome, the real stuff. They saved a couple hundred sheets of Tijuana chrome from before the war. It's completely legal and everything. Beautiful, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
And you probably won't ever see it again unless you steal this puppy. And honestly, no. Frankly, I gotta tell you, it's got your name written all over it. Ray McCovey.
McCoy.
Give it, take a couple letters.
I'll have to think about it.
Don't think too long or too hard about it, Roy. It's liable to be gonzo by the time you come back.
Gotcha. You sell a black sedan a few days ago?
Black sedan? Hey, I got standards. If it ain't sporty, I got no room for it.
I've seen the registration. I know a woman bought it from you.
Oh, that sedan. Hey, look, a sexy blonde wants to pay top dollar for the ugliest car in the place. Who am I to say no?
Did you know who she was?
No, but I'd like to know her in the biblical sense, if you catch what I'm saying. Look, Ray, it ain't a crime for me to make a living.
How about this girl? She look familiar?
You kidding? She ain't old enough to drive.
You've never seen her?
She looks kind of familiar.
Think real hard.
Maybe you should try that arcade next door. She looks like the kind of girl you see there all the time.
I'll do that.
Didn't he? Wasn't it about not having Dick Nixon to kick around anymore and all this shit? It was like a dumb speech, you know, for somebody that was running for president. I was like, I don't understand. It was concession speech. I don't know. I wasn't alive, thank God. Yeah, he was vice president to Eisenhower for both of his terms.
Select destination. Nightclub Row.
Going to visit Dictora. Also known as Hecuba.
I remember early Q used to call himself a humanitarian because he'd recruit orphans for his sex club, then donate a percentage of their salary to his favorite animal propagation lab. Yeah, he was a real piece of work.
Accidentally pulled the gun out by mistake. Whoops.
Hey, Hanoi, where's Early?
Off-World Fat Farm.
You can do better than that.
No, it's true. Mr. Q sent me a vid just yesterday. Getting a hell of a tan he is.
Alright, Deluxe, the way that they did it was like, I can't remember. There's a video on YouTube that explains how they got such really good definition out of this thing, and it's my hats off to them because they used a different kind of process than what everybody else was using at the time. So they kind of they really did a lot with a little bit.
Early's waiting on me.
Sod off. You got no appointment and you got no warrant.
Hey, can I lick your butt?
First thing, hey, can I lick your butt?
How old are you? Haven't I seen you around here before? Never seen anything like that before. Not the talkative type.
And there he is.
Early, how's it hanging?
Thick, slick, and hard as a brick. How's yours, General?
Your man gave me a hard time out there.
I like Hanoi, but I can't deny his sphincter's a little tight.
What's on tap tonight?
Classy shows all evening, General. You're going to be able to cut diamonds down there or your money back.
You buy some jewelry at an auction recently? Real old, elite stuff?
Who's asking? You ain't with robbery homicide.
No, sir.
Those pieces ain't hot. I got the papers to prove it. I picked them up at legitimate auction. Cost me nearly a pound of flesh, too.
You give this stuff to a girlfriend, Early?
You kidding? I ain't that stupid. No. I was letting one of my dancers use the stuff in her act. Kind of a tribute to the ancient swamplands, you know what I mean?
Which dancer?
Heck, give her. She's going on in a few. She's one of my biggest earners, too. She ain't in any trouble now, is she?
Not yet.
Good, good. Wouldn't want to slaughter the goose that lays them golden eggs.
What's your pleasure, sir?
The highest octane.
One Venus eye trap coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, yours truly, the ever-ebullient Early Q presents the wondrous, mysterious Hecuba, singing and performing the sacred Thanatos dance of the ancient swamps.
Ông đó đang nhìn mình. Tôi rất mong anh đang nào nhanh.
That's right. Splits.
That's strange. I didn't hear a knock.
I just wanted to say, wow, you were awe-inspiring.
Well, thank you very much, Mr.
McCoy. Ray McCoy.
Is there something I can do for you, Mr. McCoy?
How'd you like working for Early Q?
He's always treated me very well.
Ever see him hanging out with any unsavory types?
We don't get many priests in here, if that's what you mean.
That's such an unusual belt. Is it antique?
They say it's from the last century. Those little creatures have always been my favorites.
Dragonflies?
Yes. And the whole class that contains them.
Tell you the truth, I'm from the LPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions if I could.
Is this about Early Q? Because I could tell you.
Did any other pieces come with the belt?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
You buy a vehicle lately? A black sedan?
I wasn't aware that was a crime.
Buying the car isn't. Using the car in an animal murder, well.
Animal murder? That's horrible. I haven't seen the car for 2 days. It was stolen the day after I bought it.
Is that right? Any reason you didn't tell me that right off?
You didn't ask.
Animal murder's pretty horrible.
Yes. Any murder is horrible. And unfortunate.
Some are worse than others.
But death's the same for all.
No argument there.
Please don't touch that. It's private.
There's a little test I'd like you to take.
Do you think I'm a replicant? Is that what this is about? If it's Early Q, I'll help you any way you want.
Not exactly.
This is insane. I have a family, a daughter, for heaven's sake. Look, I'm willing to testify against Early Q. A replicant wouldn't do that, would it?
A replicant doesn't necessarily care about what happens to another replicant.
Then you must be a replicant.
I'm sure I'm not.
How do you know you're not a replicant? Did you ever take that test yourself?
Sure I did. Long time ago.
Don't replicants go around with false memories? Maybe somewhere along the line you killed a human, took his place, and your superiors don't even know about it.
Interesting idea. But I'm still gonna give you the test. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
I don't see why you need to know that.
Wikipedia, that's what I was asking about the moths, man. I don't know.
What do you think it's like to be a replicant?
How would I know?
You're on a farm. You get into the pen to feed the pigs. In their excitement, the animals knock you down into the mud.
In this outfit?
Using a butcher knife, you slit the throat of the nearest sow. You're covered in blood as you stumble to your feet.
Well, that's a charming little scenario you've created. You make me sick.
I just read them. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
Spiders frighten me. I'd call animal services and keep away from it until they arrived.
Like my briefcase?
Hmm?
Department issue. Baby hide. 100% genuine human baby hide.
That's horrible.
You're watching an old movie. It shows a banquet in progress. The guests are enjoying raw oysters. The entree consists of boiled dog.
I'd walk out.
Boiled dog.
You're at a restaurant with friends.
Sounds gross.
One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
I'd leave, and I'd report the restaurant to the authorities.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints.
What are those?
Nature art. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
Why would anyone hang a head on the wall? It was a different time then, wasn't it?
You saying that makes it okay?
Of course not.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand, when all of a sudden you look down and see a tortoise. It's crawling towards you. You reach down and flip the tortoise on its back. The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over.
Is this going anywhere?
But it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping. Why is that?
You mean you don't know? You create these situations and expect a response.
Let's keep going, all right?
Positive result. Subject is replicant. Test terminated.
Busted.
I get it. You're some kind of sexual deviant. I'm finished with you. Get me the police?
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, this is an emergency. Early cues backstage. A customer is harassing me. Thank you.
Put that away. I'm a cop.
Now we wait. If your hand moves, I'll shoot.
Okay.
Wouldn't let me pull my
Please
gun.
don't talk. The sound of your voice grates on my nerves.
We waited there for a few minutes. Her gun in her eyes never wavered. Any other mark, I'd have been a dead man. But if she was a replicant, she must not have known it if she was willing to call the police.
This a troublemaker? Put your hands on top of your head.
That's right. Ray McCoy, Rep Detect, BR 61661.
Never heard of you.
I report to Lieutenant Gouza. Call him.
I work for you? Let's go.
Where's your squad car?
Shut your mouth.
Which precinct are we going to?
I'll tell you which one.
It's about to knock your ass out, dude.
This was no precinct house I'd ever been in, and I thought I'd been in them all. The grunt to my right had the beefy, harnessed bull look down pat, and his twitchy partner in the suit looked like he was just itching to chainsaw a couple of kneecaps. Other than that, Everything was hunky-dory.
Impersonating a police officer, huh? I guess the new Nexus models are a little more creative than the old ones.
I'm a Blade Runner. You don't believe me? Call Lieutenant Guza.
There ain't no Guza in the LPD.
Unless I've been walking around in a dream, there is.
That's what always bugs me. Yeah, the fact that these skin jobs always gotta live someone else's life.
No shit. Just make the call, damn it.
You're just a piece of shit rep with memory implants of this Guza guy, you understand?
That's impossible.
Rep ain't sounding so creative now.
You want to avoid conf me? Be my guest.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very convincing. Where you been hiding? The Kipple? Gregorian bring you in? Who else is working that side of the pool these days?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What about that bastard selling all that stuff downtown?
Hey, shut your trap. I'll tell you something, McCoy. I don't even care how you go out. But I know you can feel pain. And on that account, I'm your man, see? You tell me about everyone you met through cars, and I'll guarantee you we'll go real easy.
Your breath smells like you wiped your ass with your teeth.
You're gonna wish you was neck-deep in an off-road reactor vessel by the time I get through with you. Fire up the chair, Holly. You know what I'm gonna come back as in my next life? A priest. There's something holy about how good I am at this.
Freeze! Don't even go for it!
How to get a freeze frame of that? That'd be awesome. TJ Laser, man.
You got any idea how glad I am to see you?
No time for chit-chat, Slim. You want to save your ass, we gotta blow this joint right now.
Blow it. Sashade.
What the hell took you so long?
Good thing you made your entrance when you did.
Good thing one of my snitches saw them escort you out of the club. Otherwise, you'd be 3/4 in the bag right now.
They must have been phony cops hired by the reps for protection.
Cops, yes. Phony, no. I remembered Baker. He used to be an SID expert on coercive technique until he was fired from the force a couple years ago.
A mercenary?
Bingo.
You won't have to worry about getting paid no more.
We got a problem, though. There's an APB out for you. You've been shooting civilians, because that's what Goose is saying. He wants to put you on the machine.
You gonna retire me, Steele?
You're not on my list yet. That means no retirement swag. The uniforms know you're down here. They already towed your spinner.
I was wondering where it went.
Is it true, Slim? Did you kill somebody?
What do you think?
I ain't sure yet. I like to be sure. Something ain't right. That setup underground. I didn't see a VK machine down there. Baker wasn't going to take you downtown, and he wasn't going to test you.
No kidding.
Go if you're going. I'm going to talk to Guza before I do anything.
Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. Next time you see me.
Good God! Your old fogey stuff makes me want to spew. Excuse me, but I was listening to music. Geek, hoodlum, dork, freak.
There is someone at the door.
Speak.
I have a return package for Mr. Luther Lance.
A return? From where?
Emil Runcitor.
Maybe one of the chimps blew a gasket and tried to bugger him.
They're not available. Come back later.
told you those strains were unstable. Runsiter must have discovered the fakes.
Relax. Runsiter's a simp. Not even old man Tyrell could have spotted those beauties.
He's a simp.
20th century like a real drug man.
Who the piss do you think you are? Blasting in here like a couple of goddamn cowboys.
Gentlemen, take a moment to evaluate your situation.
Look, there's very little to steal here. If you can haul out one of the statues, be our guest.
We look like thieves to you, man?
No.
You look like a couple of goddamn...
Take a good, long look.
Aha! Just the people we were hoping to see, right, Lance?
Huh?
Nexus 6. And you came to us.
Return to you, my brothers, to ask your help.
Unfortunately, we don't work for the Tyrell Corporation anymore.
You've been continuing your research, I trust.
Yeah, of course. Something drives us on.
The common bond. Can you have greater miracles than these? Brothers, my brothers, take a good, long look.
Oh my God.
Well now, shall we begin?
You wake up one day and find it's all been a dream, or you wake up and discover you've been asleep all the time and the nightmare is real. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who I was, a cop dangling on the short end of the stick, or a rep whose memory banks had run out. One thing I was sure of was that I didn't kill Izo. That I know I experienced. And this misinformation, maybe it was the key to everything that was happening. Maybe there was a lot more than what met my eye. All I had to do was stay alive long enough to find out.
I killed Bob, so we got that shit cleared.
Locked.
Oh, that sucks. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Gotta stay subterranean for a while.
Southern Kipple Unit 2, LA.
LA, South Kipple Unit 2, go ahead.
South Unit.
Sometimes Lucy pops up in this part and wants you to give her the VK.
Someone had really torn the place up. If it had been LPD, the real LPD, they would have confiscated the entire stash. Instead, Izo's off-world weaponry was still there, but all the police issue firepower was gone.
Got our super bullets. That's what we're supposed to do. Alright, I'm gonna try to get out of my place. Yeah, alright, and alright, so you'll see some like mutant looking things. That's from a movie called CHUD, Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers, which is a great fun movie. It's you know, it's not high art, but it's fucking fun. Chud. I think I got it on, man. Somewhere around here. So we're gonna go and this is our pad. Get in there, haul your ass.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
See, sometimes Rachel.
Where's Maggie? Where's my animal?
Step off, mofo. Ain't no Maggie here.
She was here last night when I left.
Mofo.
You got the wrong place, Jack.
Hey, man, I live here.
I don't know what you're speed loading, and I really don't care.
Wait a minute.
I got no problem icing you if that's what you want, Jack.
Your floor number, please.
Ground floor.
Here and just scope it out and see if there's anything new opened up. And because point and click, it's easy game for me. Point click, fun. Let's go this way. Oh shit! Fuck you. Bad lieutenant. Okay, so since I killed the bum, there's nobody here. Right? Here. Next time we come in here, you'll see some things come in and dump some. Oh, like this. Okay. Never mind. Pretty cool, huh? So I don't remember that from the original, from the the version I had back in the day. I think it was kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. All right, so now what we gotta do? We gotta save. Bad lieutenant. Rats.
gotten all I can from that.
Yeah, the mutant rats are like a thing in the game, not from the movie. What do I need to do? Let's go to Bradford. This is a good, yeah, okay. Now you know why I saved. Got it screwed up. What did I do? I killed the bum, man. I'm trying to be a bad lieutenant. Can you be a bad lieutenant? Oh, Frank. I know, right? Oh, damn it. Alright, here we go. One last time. A little finesse. Ah, there we go.
No, we tried that already. Look, we know that the adenine thymine and guanine cytosine sequences can be mutated in progress. Let's move on.
Hey, it's about time you showed up.
You know who I am?
Detective Ray McCoy. You're investigating Miraji's death.
And Eisendoller's.
Having any luck?
You're Luther and Lance?
Hell of a smart cookie there.
Take your guns and your violence elsewhere. We've got important work to do.
The reps that killed Marcus and Miraji, they'll be looking for you.
You're a little late, Detective. They've already found us.
So why are you still walking around?
'Cause we're all part of the same suit of cards, you know what I mean? Eldon makes mistakes just like any other human. The difference is your bastard doesn't like to admit it. No, he covers them up, pretends they're human, gives them a job at a stinking corporation, and then when they actually produce original work, he boots them out on the street.
You're saying you're replicants?
We finally figured it out. Clovis helped us see the light.
But that's ridiculous. Tyrell wouldn't design something like you. He wants perfection.
I told you we were a mistake.
Keep talking.
Sometimes our memories are different from each other's. The implant process isn't perfect. We know, we've seen the studies. You can't always be sure exactly how the memories will play out in the subject's mind. We've got different recollections of our childhood. Explain that.
Maybe one of you just forgot.
If you can't trust your own memories, what's left that makes you human?
That's a good point. Let's see.
Clovis set me up, didn't he? And he used my boss to do it.
He's sharp, this one. No question.
Tell me what you know.
How about we trade? Our life for yours.
Keep talking.
Clovis has gone to see Eldon. But he might not make it. Still, the work will go on, with or without Clovis. Get us Tyrell's files, the rest of the DNA data, and we'll help you.
You want me to break into the Tyrell building for you? You're nuts.
Defective, yes. Nuts, no. You need us, McCoy. We can serve up Goose's carcass on a big, oversized platter.
Tyrell says the 4-year lifespan can't be extended.
Of course he's gonna say that, but he's wrong. Very wrong. We got the research right here that'll prove it.
Is it complete? Could you extend the life of a replicant right now?
Well, no. The 4-year limit is an integral part of every element of the replicant. Tyrell's dictate was that every body part would fail, and only the designers of each would know exactly how it worked. Clovis has already unlocked the secret of the skin. That was Miraji. Sebastian and Chu, they'd know about the central nervous system and the eyes. A lot of retrograde viruses were built into the eyes. And Tyrell, he's got the basic DNA pattern information, but he won't just give it up.
Did you tell Clovis all this?
He didn't ask, he already knew. He knows all about you, too.
Where's Clovis now?
Gone to have a little heart-to-heart with Eldon.
He'll kill Tyrell if he gets to him.
Isn't that just too bad? I won't shed any tears. Tyrell is killing us all. 4 years isn't enough, is it? If Clovis snaps his neck, it'll be merciful and quick. That's a hell of a lot more than we've been given.
Just a moment of your time, please.
I am sick and tired of people waving those things around. Just give it up. You got no jurisdiction down here.
What kind of deal did you have going with Runsiter?
Don't talk to me about it. That was Lance's stupid deal. We just wanted to make some extra cash on the side.
That probably had something to do with you guys getting fired.
I'm sure he wasn't too pleased. Since Eldon's such a pain-in-the-ass control freak.
Did you meet Clovis through Runsiter?
It was all just a coincidence.
What are you doing down here?
Eldon shafted us, so now we're returning the favor. We promised Clovis we'd be finished with this by the time he got back, so if you don't mind...
I got a little test I want you to take.
You believe this clown? He wants to void Confus. Sorry, McCoy. Shoot us or leave us alone. Let's get back to work.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Sneaking into the Tyrell building.
What? Hey, stop!
He's shitty night watchman.
I think I got what you wanted from Tyrell's office.
Check it out, bro. The little man with the big gun did good.
A bargain's a bargain. You said you'd give me Guza.
It's all right here. Your boss is a real piece of work, let me tell you. Almost as good as Tyrell. Take a look.
That probably had something to do with you guys getting fired. Guza had his fingers in as many rancid pies as possible. He was insatiable. He sold police equipment, ripped off criminals, and he even killed. And here were documents that proved it all. Depositions, photographs, video discs. It was the complete file on Guza, the dirty cop. Where'd you get this?
From Clovis. He told us to hold it for him. Come to think of it, I'm not sure you're supposed to see it. You want to give it back now?
Not a chance.
Let him have it. Clovis said he was finished with the policeman anyway.
A little light started to flicker in my brain. Guza was the one measuring me for the frame. When my stomach stopped churning, I realized I had everything I needed to force the bastard to play ball with me. I knew that he would listen to reason, if applied with serious pressure. All I needed to do was call him.
Yeah.
Been messing with people's lives lately?
McCoy, where the hell you been? We've been looking all over for you.
Yeah? Am I wanted dead or alive?
I know there's been some confusion, kid. Come on downtown and we'll sit down like gentlemen and figure this out.
If you're a gentleman, I'm a St. Bernard.
You don't know what you are, kid.
You can sell that replicant shit to everybody else, but I ain't buying.
If you're so clean, let's put you on the machine. That'll decide once and for all.
I'm through listening, Guza. Now it's your turn. I've been doing some investigating on my own. Came across some prime sources. You know what I'm talking about. Those little illegal weapons deals with Ezo. You were raking in the chinion, selling LPD wares to scumbags and reps. Oh yeah, the department's gonna eat it up when they hear just how deep that corruption goes.
That's a load of crap.
Let's hope for your sake Bryant and the brass feel that way when I lay this file on them. Otherwise it's a one-way ticket to the off-world penal colony, fat man.
What do you want, McCoy?
Remove the frame, clear my name, and get that guy out of my apartment. I want my life back.
I can't do that.
You better start finding a way, 'cause I got another call to make.
Okay. How do we work this out? We can't talk over the damn phone.
The sewers. I know you want to be comfortable, and I figure it's kind of like your second home down there. At the bottom of the old elevator, there's a gate. Past it, there's a chamber. It's got a round platform.
Yeah, I know it.
Be there, alone. You better hold up your end, or Bryant gets it all. Did you get that asshole out of my apartment?
It's cleaner than when you left it.
My dog?
Yeah, your pooch is there too.
That everything I need to clear me?
I gotta tell you, kid, those inset photos look pretty real.
Let me guess. Clovis gave them to you.
It must seem pretty gullible, but he sounded on the level. He called you his brother. I think he said Tyrell was using you to get inside the LPD. You hadn't been on the job too long, so I thought, maybe.
You'd screw with my head? How convenient. You could satisfy your blackmailer. and keep me from sniffing around your dirty work at the same...
You're too smart for me, kid. Water under the bridge. You ready to talk trade?
I got it all right here. Photos, files, discs, the works. It ain't a pretty sight.
You can't blame a guy for trying to better himself.
Trying is one thing. Ripping off speed loaders and selling the shit yourself? Farming out LPD weapons through black marketeers? Torching two pimps who wouldn't pay you off when you were working Vice?
Hey, those two had it coming.
How long did you think it could last?
It finally reaches the point where you don't even think about what happened yesterday. Only what's coming to you tomorrow. 20 years in the job, kid, and nobody was gonna touch me.
Helping reps also part of the job?
I was gonna whack them myself once the heat was off. Tie up those loose ends.
Once I was out of the way.
Clovis is still gonna come gunning for me, kid. You and Chris gotta take him down. Then my problems are over. Our problems are over. And we can all live happily ever after.
Yeah, I wish I could go back. I didn't do EZO, but I'm pretty sure I retired a human a while back.
Jesus, McCoy, you know what a bind that puts me in? I thought we could help each other out. Now, shit, there's no turning back.
Just give me the goddamn briefcase.
What the hell good are you now? You're still gonna have to stand trial. You're still gonna have to go on the machine. You got nothing to trade, kid. It's over.
I'll be the one to decide that, fat man.
I see we were right to follow him, Sadiq.
Looks that way, man.
You might as well give it up, Clovis. You and your people don't have a chance. Who the hell do you think you're kidding, McCoy? You're gonna fry!
Well, on that note, I think we're gonna just go ahead and stop right here, and we'll come back and go to meet Goose and actually kick his ass this time. So everybody at the chat, I appreciate everybody coming out. You're awesome as usual. I totally appreciate it, and I'll be around. You know, tomorrow I'll be hanging with Virgie. I highly encourage you to check that out. It should be very high energy, to say the least. He's an awesome guy, so it should be some fun there, you know. And on that note, I'm going to not resume game. We're going to end the game. All right, and let's see. Let me see what we got here visually, and we'll close that. Stupid restream keeps telling us, okay. There we go. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Yeah, I'll finish this Goose thing. Bad Lieutenant, I'm having fun. I'm going to kill Goose too. I'm going to get him. Alright. And on that note, fam, thanks everybody for coming out. Like I said, it's awesome. It's right, go man, come back and, you know, we'll finish that out. Shit. There's like, you know, 12 different endings, so I've only done 4 of them. So there's where we go. Anyway, on that note, fam, I'm out of here. Y'all have a fun day Sunday, and then join me at 5 Eastern. All right, how about that? On that note.